to some StarCraft, shall we? To the top left-hand side of the map. Ooh, really tough spawn supply. Here's the red player from top left. It is Bly. And to the bottom left is going to be our blue Terran player. It is Happy. So, the reason this are bad spawns is because look at the natural expansion path of Bly. Main base, natural, fine. But then third base. And then third base, that third is literally like a set of rocks away from the natural and third base of Happy. So, it's really not a third base you want to take. What we'll probably see Bly doing is probably working his way either two basing or working his way through these rocks at the top side to take his third base up here further away from the Terran player. So there's one of the problems. I think actually these spawns are it's kind of, I understand the way they did the spawns on this map. It sort of makes sense, but it also is very kind of short-sighted. It's like, hey, two spawns on either side is fine. Let's not mention the fact that, you know, it doesn't kind of completely screw players over still. I think it would have been a lot smarter to do quadrant versus quadrant. So like, you can spawn here or here against here or here, which would have made a lot more sense, which was one of the suggestions initially as to what it might be. So, we set up into this. We see a hatchery coming down from Bly after a pool first, just opening nice and safely here early on. As we do enter this first game of this best of 3 series, getting set up and ready to roll. It is strange. I'm not gonna like really. It's like, I don't know. I just feel really tired tonight, and we haven't really been casting that long. Like 3.5 hours on the WCS qualifier, like 4 hours or so on Late End Cup. It's not that long a set of casts. I just feel tired tonight, but I know I'm not actually tired. I know I'm not going to go to sleep for like another 4 or 5 hours, or well, probably more than that, like 5 6 hours. Well, actually, I'm gonna have to go to sleep early tonight because of the early start tomorrow. I think we start at like midday CEST tomorrow, which is like such a bitch. Like, it's 11 AM. You know how early 11 AM is? That's crazy. Isn't it kind of weird to like... Is it... maybe it's just me, but I kind of feel it's kind of weird to finish at... we're going to finish at like midnight, right? And then start at midday? I think it's kind of weird because it's like... You obviously want to be up a couple hours before your qualifier. But then you don't want to go to sleep straight after the qualifier, otherwise that means you've been playing tired, right? So, I don't know. It's a bit weird. Anyways, we are setting up. And just seeing kind of a very slow opening from Happy to the bottom left. He's working his way through them rocks already. Bly actually just rushing out the roach roaring and just going to be looking for a lot of roaches here early, apparently. Happy. Not really seeing this. Doesn't see that at all. I'm just going to be seeing, well, Reaper continue to work his way through these rocks. I mean, if Bly can sneak a Zergling past and distract this Reaper a little bit to stop them rocks going down, that'd be great. He actually just sneak a few by, and it was really nice. Actually, maybe going to get a CV kill on the natural. Maybe not. It was good turn array, and again, just kind of taking up time on the Reaper. Reaper goes down! Oh, Happy. Big mistake from him, losing that Reaper. And well, them roaches are on the way across. Plenty of Marines up on the high ground. A bunker here, too. Happy is actually going to scan the main and sees a roach roar and sees the lair morphing in as well. And so Happy sees a whole bunch of aggression getting ready to go, getting ready to come his way here very soon. So as the extractor is on the way up in the main base, we're going to see a whole bunch of roaches coming across. So these roaches coming across here from Bly and looking to see what's going on. A few Marines out here. The thing is, I mean, Bly's actually going to be able to delay the CC and going into lair after this. Probably very fast switching to mutas. So this is actually really nice for Bly so far, as these couple of roaches just going to be trying to catch an SCV or so. Not quite able to, though. This couple of roaches just working their way through this CC. Marines coming out, and they'll actually kind of push those roaches back, or actually just straight up kill them. And this Bly takes quite some damage there. One roach gets away on 1 health. More roaches up to the top side. That roach actually is going to morph into a Ravager. Well, fair enough. That's one way to get back to full health and stay healthy. As the tank is going to kill it. Oh, it doesn't, just not in time. The tank with a tank with a medevac support is realistically never going to die to these roaches. So not with good control from Happy at least. So this is it's going to be kind of Happy kind of eventually turn this around. Roach speed starts from Bly. Still just 2 base in this right now. Kills off well, attempts to kill off another SCV there. You just get 1 corrosive bow down. He's getting some damage onto the tank, but not enough. And these roaches do fall. And overall, I mean, what did Bly actually end up achieving here? 4 workers killed, not a lot. Not a lot. But he obviously delayed mining here a little while. You guys allow it, but he's still only on 2 bases himself, so intrigued to see what the next plan is from Bly. I mean, he's fully saturated on 2 bases. Does he take a 3rd base? Or does he just opt to go for what will be a kind of a very aggressive roach push, just mass roaches? He is going to drop a 3rd down, so he's going to drop it down. He's not going to care that it's over to the side of the map, which we were talking about being very easy to push from Happy. So he's just going to put that down there nonetheless. As these couple of medevacs come forward, the tank's going to unload. I'm just going to be starting to apply some pressure onto this 3rd base, get some damage. I mean, the more damage he gets done now, the better. The Marines start fighting their way through the rocks. And of course, I mean, they don't have to be here immediately. They are just going to be opening that up, so Happy can continue pushing, basically. Because this hatchery is going to have to be cancelled on that drone. Well, it'll get away, but not for long. Tanks chasing after it. At the same time, Roach is counter-attacking from our Zerg player. However, they've got some rocks to go through as well. Happy sees these rocks going down as well, so he knows those are there. He can bring his tank forward, actually. And if even just, I mean, even these tanks, where have they gone? I don't even know. There they are. These tanks over here could actually drop off over here and probably be enough to kind of turn this away as these tanks again. There's just so many tanks, and Bly may be taking a lot of damage right now. As he goes into +1 tunneling claws, no 3rd base. He's not doing what he needs to do with what is a big commitment of roaches. And we're going to see these tanks unloading over here. We're going to see a missile turret on the way up as well. 3rd base starts to come with Bly once more, and Happy not going to look to pressure that just yet, as these roaches are going to come around a long way. They're going to try and work through the rocks towards the main base, but Happy seems to kind of be aware of this already, right? This is a possibility. He has his tanks in position. And he's going to boost. He's actually going to find them roaches there, turns around, drops, and just going to be cleaning up a few more of these roaches. Obviously, guys, this is a qualifying round, and so this is a round of the tournament where, you know, this is a round of the tournament which means, you know, it's $1,500 match. You know, the winner of this basically is boom through. And boom through to WCS and gets a $1,500 for a round of 32 performance at least. And of course the chance to play for much, much more. Is Happy going to start taking this fight, and actually realistically he's just going to be able to fight that even without his stim pack. So Happy's going to be continuing to push up this left hand side. That's going to be the 3rd base, surely dead again. Stim pack is like seconds away right now from completion. As you're going to see that base being worked against, it is going to go down, and Bly going to have to cancel this. If he doesn't cancel it, I mean, okay, there he goes, he cancels it. Group 2 may going down over here. Roach is still working their way through the back, and that's something which Happy is not responding to. He's not got any use in position to deal with that at all. So he might take some damage in his main base. Bly, remembering this, actually burrows to kind of come through here. It's kind of funny because Happy does actually see the rocks are no longer there. So he does see this, but so kind of focused on his attack at the front right now. And, well, he'll not quite realize these roaches coming in, but he's actually got enough Marine Marauders to realistically fight against this, especially if these split up. We're going to see, well, at the same time, Bly pushing his army back to the top side of the map. As these roaches over here going to continue going down. There's a few in the natural too, so Bly and Happy both taking a lot of damage. But again, Bly's stuck on 2 bases. Happy's on his way up to 3cc. I mean, in general, it's still a very good position for our Terran player. It's just he took a little bit of damage, and even more worker going down now as well. As he burrows next to the turret, tries to get away. Tanks unloading once again, and this is the thing. Happy just reinforces now, comes across with everything once more. And he's just actually going to be looking to chase down those Ravagers and Roaches. Going to get a shot off with these tanks, and again just drops, lifts once again, and tries to kill off an Overlord over here. Not quite going to get it, but a single Marine out there could get it if he wanted to. And yeah, this is really tough for Bly right now. Again, no 3rd base. Was just going to make this more or less unwinnable, I really feel, over time. Especially as Happy goes into his own 3rd CC. He's almost definitely going to drop that in location over here and just make sure he keeps on pushing up this side. Bly's still not taking down these rocks to move to a 3rd base to the top right. And again, it's unfortunate spawning locations for Bly, but he did nothing to even he didn't do anything to attempt to fix this. He didn't even try and take down these rocks here in the last few moments. Take the 3rd up here, and he realized taking it over here wasn't going to work out. He takes it over to the very far right, which is, well, it's kind of like a proxy base in a way, but Happy is actually probably expecting this base is up here. He's actually already scanned it once, thinking it is. And I'm probably just going to try and drop it now. He'll actually miss the actual base over to the right-hand side. Get some loads over here. He might just check for those anyway, as we can see. Once again, these tanks just looking around, and First Bowser's coming down, hunting for medevacs. Not going to get any, though. Happy just moving away, and when he gets boost, he can kind of boost away out of range with these and try and drop again. These roaches still burrowed over here. Never scanned coming down. I don't know where Happy is scanning just now. I'm not sure where that was. As Marines started loading the main base. Infestation on the way up. Bly still kind of more or less two base in it, minus the fact he's got a hidden base at the top right. Infestation pit going to go down. Queen trying to make its way through the infestation pit as well. Through the medevac, sorry. But the infestation pit falls. The medevac lifts up a few units. We're going to see tanks dropping down here again. More Ravagers going to go down. There's a lot of damage being done by our Terran player, just consistently shutting down the Zerg's well, Ravage count, his tech count. We're going to see some Roaches trying to burrow in over here. The drop is still alive over here. We'll get cleaned up as one tank goes down, but his tanks are doing so much damage. And actually, we see this now. 23 workers from Bly. He's going to pop up over here, but there's plenty of bio left at home. And, well, I mean, Happy's still in kind of low economy himself. Having to use scans to clean up these Roaches and so on time after time as well isn't ideal. But he is going to be able to clean them up. And again, I mean, 27 SCs to 23 with triple mule. I mean, triple mule on its own will be kind of enough to just put Happy way far ahead. Although he is down in upgrades. Happy has only got +1 armor. I wonder if he lost a engineering bay or something. I mean, it's very weird to start +1 armor but not +1 attack at any point during the game. So that's really weird. I mean, this map was just really strange. Like this upgrade is really strange, but this map is just like, I mean, it's a really strange map to have in the map pool. That's what I was originally going to say, and I'm going to stand by that. I mean, well, not by the map pool, but like as the picks from the players even. How did this make it through the veto process? You know, a few Roaches just going to be backing away. I'm going to see these couple of tanks unloading and just looking to keep on harassing. I mean, they're on low health now, so they have to be cautious. But I mean, with good control, he can still save these all the time. And well, then Roaches burrow, he moves forwards with those, and that's how he's been catching the tanks a little bit off guard previously. That's Happy. 88 army supply to 52. Yes, down in upgrades. And yes, Bly has a couple of infestors on the way. He's going to need some miracle connections to make things work. He's droning up right now, getting this third base to the top right hand side saturated, so getting that set up ready to go. There's these two medevacs, these two tanks are pulling back, and I mean, to be fair, Bly is, well, Happy. Well, just going to be pushing up this sort of direction. Push that burrowed Roach away. Does escape over to the corner. I'm going to scan again to kill that. Yes, he is. These Roaches down here just waiting to run by once again, waiting to get ready to go. Not very easy to see these, as you see. Turret building almost on top of those Roaches, so getting very close. And the Roaches have to move away soon, otherwise that turret is going to detect them. Happy. I wonder if Happy actually knows they're there, because this is like strangely close. Bly's like, oh yeah, he sees the turret on the way up. He's like, nope, I am done. I'm out of here. They're clicking frantically to get them away. Never drop up the right hand side of the map. The way it's right now will eventually find this base. I think he actually might have found that base with one of the scans or something he's been dropping, or maybe just suspects it right now. And he's actually rallied to unload over here. Maybe he just expects this base. Either way, he's going to find it. You see, Infest is something he has to be a little bit cautious of, but just pushing up into this direction in general. Fungals come down, but when there's medevacs, when there's not Ravagers to cross the bar, the Fungals aren't going to do very much. And we're just going to see Bly's army continue to just disappear, doing, well, pretty much nothing really throughout the time, as we see these Marauders just stimming once again, and we're going to see a Queen going down. Roach is going to pop up, and, well, maybe a scan. There we go. Scan comes in. You're going to see these Roaches going to be picked away at. Pushing down the ramp, this bio, and we'll just continue to kill off units. These couple of infestors. Oh, now they're running into tank range. Bly taking even more damage. This drop over here, Happy not actually unloading this drop, just kind of keeping it in position there. Big fungal growth, but again, with so many medevacs, this guy with Marauders which have more health than Marines, this army does not just die to fungals. And Bly just type out GG for game number 1. Happy takes the ball 103. And the bottom right hand side is our blue Terran player. Let's hear it. It is Happy. And down to the bottom left, guys, it's our red Zerg. Let's hear it if you're cheering on Bly. TVZ game number 2 here in this best of 3 qualifying match. $1,500 on the line for this map right here. For this match right here. Again, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, before we get into this, I would like to once again ask you to remember to hit that follow button and see when we're live again in the future. And of course, don't forget to keep up to date with everything that is ongoing through our social media, our website, sc2improve.net, or Twitter at sc2_improve, and facebook.com/sc2improve as well. So make sure you check out all of those if you want to keep up to date with what I'm doing, what I'm casting. Of course, if you enjoy the content you want to support, do consider subscribing. You can use Patreon if you'd like to support on a regular basis, but only a certain amount, or just rather take one of the Patreon rewards. And you can donate directly as well. Of course, nowadays, if you subscribe, just from today, if you subscribe, you no longer receive ads. So, big benefit for subscribing if you want to support the stream and, well, don't want to unblock the ad block. It's cool. You don't need Twitch Turbo no longer. Well, you do if you want to avoid the ads on all the channels, but alright, we do see SCV just going down to this bottom left hand side, just having a little bit of a look around to see what's going on. Just having a little bit of a peek in and peek around here. So SCV just having a check to see what's happening. As we do see the basically just the hatchery first coming in, and I mean, to be fair, against Bly, it's always worthwhile scouting and checking what's going on. I'm sure he'll probably somehow find a way to proxy hatch on this map one way or another, or something crazy, or maybe just 13-12 even. 40-14 is kind of okay on this map, to be fair. I mean, you could probably sometimes cancel the CC with a kind of early gas pool, so I mean, worth scouting for Happy, and we do just see him following up with this Reaper. So watching the Reaper come across the map last time wasn't a good start for Happy with his Reaper. His Reaper went down very early in the game, and that was obviously something we did not enjoy seeing, so that was a little bit unfortunate, and obviously not the best of plays from Happy, losing his Reaper very early on. Reaper will clean out the Zergling, and we'll be moving into the map once again. And yeah. So, Happy just kind of coming across here. We're going to see a bunker on the way up for him. And there's CC about to finish in the natural expansion. So CC about to finish. And just setting this up ready to go. Hey Wardy, thanks for streaming the matches. So Sweet Flash in the chat. Well, thank you very much for watching and joining me today. Again, it's been a lot of fun. It's always a lot of fun. I mean, it's always a lot of fun to watch great StarCraft, but definitely do it with people who are active in the chat. I mean, so often in these sort of qualifiers and stuff, we see kind of... We basically kind of cast matches which are like... we cast matches and the chat's like really dead, and we don't have as many viewers as this usually, so... for this sort of event, when, you know, there's other English streams on, right? So yeah, I mean, it's nice to kind of cast one of these events and have a nice active chat throughout. It's awesome. So thank you guys for joining us. I hope you have enjoyed the games this evening. I don't think we're done yet. We probably will get one more best of 3 in after this. But we'll see. We'll see if we can get into something quickly. If we can't find a best of 3 in the losers bracket quickly, I might just call it. So I might just call it a day there. But we'll see. Anyways, as we see a lair on the way up for Bly, and a medevac and a tank on the way out now for Happy, as well as we've got a bunker at the front. I'm just going to be seeing the SCV just setting up a little bit of a wall. So Happy just playing very safe here against Bly. He's going to go into the fast Spire play. I mean, Bly he gets his natural scan. That doesn't reveal too much apart from the second gas. So Happy a little bit blind still. Doesn't know about that Spire just yet. Of course, if it was a scan in the main base, he would have seen everything he wanted to see with that Spire coming down and more. So it's a little bit unfortunate that he doesn't see that. But I mean, he might be able to kind of figure it out over time. We'll see. Spire on the way up. I mean, Happy's got plenty of time to work that out. He's going into 3rd and 4th gas already. Wow. It's a lot of gas from Happy, and he's adding on an engineering bay. I wonder if that's actually for an upgrade or if it's for a turrets. And I wonder what we do see from Happy here. I wonder if it's something a little bit strange. Maybe more starports. Maybe just mech. I mean, Happy was always one of their mech players. No, he's going to be adding more barracks. So he is going to be playing bio here. Is he going to be playing a bit more? Okay, so he's going to be playing bio, but... Well, what's the 4 gas for? I'm intrigued. I mean, he's not reactoring out Liberators, so... Look how much gas. He's already on 400 gas. What do you need this much gas for? Very, very, very weird. So anyways... Going to be seeing the, Liberator popping out. And we're coming over here and just going to be, just going to be seeing the Liberator just kind of working his way through this oval on the right side. So Liberator out, I mean, Reactor coming down. I'm still intrigued. Where does all this gas go? He starts up Stim, he starts up +1, and then a barracks onto a Reactor. I guess when this Reactor finishes on the starport, he'll make either two Medivacs or 2 Liberators, but still, it doesn't add up to 600 gas in the bank, so I really feel Happy. His build just a little bit off, the gas coming in a little bit earlier than he really needed it to. As well, these mutas to begin with from Bly are not going to find too much in the main. They come towards the natural / third. They're going to run to a Liberator, which should probably start pulling away. It does pull away now. Turret's up as well though, and actually kills off a muta. So Bly doesn't find anything with these early mutalisks, and does just sort of back away up to the top side. You're going to see mutas just working their way against the rocks over here. When they get knocked down, I'm going to see Bly being able to just sort of have some access over to, well, just kind of deny some access from Happy, I guess, over here. This is the only qualifier, yes it is. The Wikipedia shows day 1, 2 and 3 because DreamHack stated it was going to be over 3 days. But they're not actually limiting the matches, they're just saying, well, we'll just play 5 hours a day until it completes, so we're probably not going to see a bracket on Sunday. We'll see a bit of the bracket tomorrow. It won't be completed tonight because there's a lot of losers brackets still to go. But it'll get completed tomorrow, so we won't have WCS qualifying on Sunday. That means we'll have Go for SC2, Team League, and ESL Americas Open. It's going to be a huge stream on Shoot Sunday, so I'll see you guys then for that. As again, we're just sort of watching, kind of following the meters really, but the kind of guess really all eyes on Happy, who actually going to take down these rocks. He's going to take his third base here, or what's his plan? Meters running in, and oh my god, 1, 2, 3 meters go down. Big mistake by Blige to run on into that. Doesn't gain anything obviously from doing that. And there's these Ling's just going to be working away at the rocks on the left hand side, so it's just working away at these rocks. Mutas are sort of just kind of continue to fly around looking to see if they can pick off some damage, but again, so far, Happy's been denying this very easily. He's got an upgrade lead. Look out, what a Novice Blige doing? He's got an he's got an Ultra Cavern build. How has he got Ultra Cavern at 7.5 minutes? How greedy is this build? If Happy just attacks through the bottom side of this map, he is just going to completely destroy Blige, because there's no way Blige has anywhere near enough stuff to realistically defend and attack while going Infestors and Ultra Cavern at 7-8 minutes in this game. I refuse to believe, I absolutely refuse to believe there's a way for Blige to hold on against this attack. Surely not. If this works for Blige, this is the most disgusting Zerg game I've ever seen. The greed is crazy. I mean, starting your hive at like 8 minutes is okay, but like having Ultras building with Chitinous Plane on the way at 8 minutes? I don't even know what to say. Like, absolutely disgustingly greedy. Bane's on the way, and I mean, Happy kind of sieges up a Liberator. I mean, I can't believe how greedy this is from Blige. Well, Happy's going to try and start pushing forwards right now. You can see them few mutants starting to come in. Blige's actually going to start fighting, going to start running into this. Fungal growth goes down. We're all going to see these tanks take a lot of damage. A couple of Infestors falling. I think it's a pretty good fight. He does clean this up. I can't believe he's got Ultras behind this. Like, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Like 9-minute Ultras while going fast. The thing is, it's not like he opened just straight into Ultras. Like, he opened with Mutas into a later third, into now Infestors and Ultras. Like, what even is this? What even is this? It's crazy. And these Marauders just going to stem in, and well, Happy pulled away, saved a lot of his SCVs to clean out a lot of what was here for Blige. Is Blige waiting for that Chitinous Plane so these Ultras become nigh on untouchable? Is Happy? I mean, I don't even think Happy's really realised that there's Ultras on the map just yet. He sees the hive, saw the hive morphing in, so I guess he does know that there are possibilities. But man, he sees an Ultra and how he's like, wait, you're not Protoss. How did you hallucinate that? I mean, I guess it's 10 minutes isn't super crazy for an Ultras, but the way in which Blige's gotten here with kind of not skipping Infestors, going fast meters as well, it is crazy to have Ultras at this sort of point in the game. And well, Marines just don't kill them, so these Ultras just going to move forwards and it's going to kill off like a whole bunch of everything. Like, what stops these Ultras right now? Liberators? Well, Happy doesn't have any, so what next? Ghosts? Well, he's not very close to getting Ghosts up either. I'm going to see these Ultras moving forwards, and going to be seeing the Ultras kind of cleaning out the Marauders, cleaning out the Marauders. He's just going to GG, like, he just dies to these Ultras. What on earth was that? And let's introduce some players. Top left hand side is going to be our blue Terran player. One map right now. This one map decides $1,500 and more. To the top left, it is our blue Terran player. Let's hear if you're cheering on Happy. To the bottom right, our red Zerg player. Let's hear it if you're cheering on the one and only Blige. What? Like, I'm still just speechless about the Ultralisks. Like, I don't even know what to say about them. Like, what? How do you go into Ultras that quickly? After all of that, like, I'm genuinely amazed. Like, I'm not, like, as a Terran player, if I played that game, I don't even think I'd be mad. Like, how can you be mad at someone who manages to go meters early on that does nothing, into Infestors with Fungals ready for an attack, and Banelings ready for an attack, who then counterattacks you with Ultras with Chitinous Plane finishing? I just don't even know what to say. In reality, I really don't. I do feel Happy's build was a bit off last game. He took his extra gases so early, and that was that was like really it really slowed down his barracks and so on. So that slowed him down a little bit. I mean, why'd he go up to 4 gases? He had so much gas in the bank that he wasn't using, so his build wasn't ideal. But does that really slow him down so much that he can't kill Bly before the ultras when it's that greedy, or at least do damage? He just got pushed back so easily against the ultralists. Wow. Alright, we're tied up 1 game apiece again. It's a big match because the winner of this goes to the Spring Championship. And we're going to just set up and go into this game number 3. Happy not doing anything crazy right now, just a Reaper into a reactor factory on the way. He's building up a bunker at the front of his base because he doesn't want to die to anything crazy from Bly here early on. And Bly here's got the gas to do something maybe a little bit crazy. He starts the lair. As Happy comes in, Bly's not going to cancel that at all. Just going to he's just going to say, you know what? Fine. No problem. I see that. And I see that you're going into a fast lair here. For the 2nd game in a row. Probably going to be just fast mules again. I guess Bly probably going to go for something very similar to what he did in game number 2 just then. I mean, if it works, keep going for it. I mean, I know I'm kind of being a little bit maybe over-exaggerating slightly. I mean, there's obviously mistakes from Happy where he's been a bit too greedy or not been active enough to punish that, and maybe the fight didn't go very well for him, maybe it wasn't a very well executed fight from Happy. There's a lot of reasons in which he's obviously kind of not ready to deal with ultras at all at that sort of point in the game. I think it's just my own shock, in reality, my own shock to sort of see this, but just kind of just see what's going on. It's crazy, yeah. Anyways, alright, so 1 game apiece, and we're just going to see a queen popping down a creep tumor. So creep tumor on the way at the front. We're just going to see this Reaper backing away, or pulling away from those couple of queens. So creep tumor just going to pull away over to the left hand side. Spire's on the way down, as we kind of expect here from Bly, after we saw that lair coming up early. I mean, the other option off of this very fast lair is going to be to go in towards the, well, a Roachroaring and probably a Nidus, but when there's link speed finishing, that's a lot less likely to happen than the Spire. Happy going up to 3 gases this time, so a little bit different. I don't mind 3 gases if he reactors out Liberators, you know. If he reactors out Liberators, I can completely understand going for 3 gases or 4 gases even. But last game he didn't react out Liberators and he had 4 gases, and that just doesn't add up in any way, shape, or form. So that was very, very weird. And that's what I was kind of questioning a lot at the start of game number 3, or game number 2, I should say. This Reaper's still alive, 4 kills on it. Has seen the lair, hasn't seen the Spire, but I mean, again, it's sort of a given for the most part. I mean, it's not going to be a Nidus at this point, I don't think, and I think obviously Happy knows that, we know that. Bly knows that, because otherwise he would have built a Nidus instead of a Spire. As you see these, this Reaper just continue to move around. You see another grenade coming in. I'm just going to be hopping down to the low ground. Scan comes down, and just going to be spotting the natural. Sees a Bane nest on the way. So again, I mean, does he keep on building Liberators 2 at a time? I think he does, because I think he still thinks this is a Spire play. Interesting that he continues to scan the natural rather than the main base. 2 games in a row he scans the natural. Maybe it just feels as though the tech is there more often from Zerg players than in the main. So yeah, we're going to see this meteor force coming across the map. So first meteor is going to look to start doing some damage. Bly's got his 3rd base on the way up as well. He's got centrifugal hooks on. And one of the ways Bly should be behind generally at this point in the game is by in upgrades. But actually we don't see any upgrades yet from Happy, so things are looking pretty standard, and well, the Liberate count's very good for Happy too, so he's going to be able to really shut down these mirrors. These mirrors aren't going to do anything, right? I mean, well, they shouldn't do anything, not with this many Liberators up ready to go. And yeah, Bly actually going to AFK his mirrors a moment or two. That's a little bit of splash damage, which he didn't really want to take just there. Bly continue to move around, look to see what is going on. Lots of Zerglings coming up through the middle of the map. And you just see Happy just sort of stand up over here, +1 weapons on the way from Happy. You can see the muters coming up the edge as well, and just going to be looking to come in towards the main base in just a couple of moments. Single SCV goes down. We're going to see, whoa, Libra is actually catching these muters on the way out. Oh, doesn't quite get one. A lot of them getting very low, but not quite low enough. And we're going to see the winning go down as well. So I mean, again, Happy kind of deflects here, kind of defends here right now. I'm going to see Factory just building up another reactor. He's got third CC, he's got extra barracks. So what, 5 racks in total? What's that like? I mean, I'm going to keep an eye on what Bly is doing, in case he suddenly ends up with ultras before I even realize he's got a hive once again. So just keep an eye on what Bly's doing. For now, just +1 Carapace and a second Evo Chamber for upgrades. Going to keep on committing to mutas actually, so not going to rush out ultras this time around. Going to change up the way he's playing as we do see a push down the left-hand side. Oh, Baneland Burrow Bomb does go off, and all of a sudden Happy loses all of his Marines. And these mutas are going to try and trade with the Liberators. However, that doesn't go too well for him. Liberators, man. Liberators. What a beautiful thing. Alright, so Muta's coming back in. There's going to be continue to trade. A few more Mutas kind of reinforcing coming in. They do clean up the Liberators now, so cleans that up, and we do see the Lings and the Banes just moving around the left-hand side, maybe up here a little bit and in towards this base. We shall see here very soon a couple more Banelings burrowing. That burrow upgrade is something we completely missed on the upgrade tab, so apologies for that, guys. Missed that, but hey, we saw the connection, right, which is the important thing. And we do see kind of a couple of corruptors coming in as well to help against the Liberators a little bit. I'm just going to see these Marines, the tank, and the couple of Wind Mines here. I mean, Happy just kind of defending on 2 bases right now. I mean, losing Marines like that to the Burrowed Banes, I mean, it puts you in a tough position, right? As you're going to see the Mutas coming in, trying to trade. Actually gets a tank kill. Wind Mine goes off. The Muta's getting very low, but not low enough just yet. So what else is going on? Bly's still in a pretty good position. Still just committing into melee upgrades. Still just committing into more Mutalisks. Not going up into very fast hive and ultras this time around. As you see these Marines just moving forwards. And I'm just going to see them Zerglings thinking about what they want to get up to. We're looking to see what they might be able to achieve here. Mutas, Lings, Banes. Grabbing 1 Marine there. And here we go. Wind Mine's on the high ground again though. Coming up to defend. I mean, the thing is, at this point, Happy can't take his third base anyway, so if your opponent's not landing a third base, why run into a fight if you don't have to, you know? May as well wait, because more things are generally going to be coming into the game for you, I think, for the most part, especially in Bly's position right now. I think it's definitely the better choices. He actually commits onto the Medivacs, and he actually commits to this position in general. Widowmine's starting to go down. Well, the Mutas and Corruptors kill off a couple of Medivacs, the Liberator there as well, so it's an okay sort of trade. And we're going to see a Burrowed Zergling cleaned out over here. The thing is for Happy though, I mean, he's got to drop so many scans just to get across the map, because otherwise he might be walking into Banelings or Banelings here, and Banelings probably over here very soon as well. And there's Banelings everywhere, and that's the kind of very scary thing. Bly's got Banelings all over the map, and so if Happy moves out and gets caught in another Baneling bomb, that is going to be very painful. The first one's already kind of caused him to be very far behind. Another, I don't know how he would even begin to think of recovering. I mean, I don't know how he's obviously not really doing a fantastic job right now. He's in a lot of trouble. Although, that being said, I mean, maybe not. I mean, he's on 2-1 upgrades. He's been killing off a lot of the Mutas. Bly's only just now starting the hive. So Happy is actually in a way, and I say in a way, but overall, he actually is kind of okay. His Bane's got off here to kill 4 Marines. 3 Banes for 4 Marines. It's okay. Nothing major. Nothing too important. As we're going to see the Lings Banes. We're going to be getting ready to come in. And ready to run up here and attack. As Happy actually moves out to the left-hand side, scans, clean up these Burrowed Banelings, but there's another couple over here at the same time. Bly just runs in the Banelings into the CC, and the orbital goes down. No third base. Happy. Well, now you got to go attack across the map. I mean, now you don't come back to defend. Now you go attack, but Banelings here, Banelings there, and killing off an orbital is actually a huge play right now, because how does Happy move? You know, he has to move across the map, but how do you move across the map? And there's so many scans needed to move across safely without running into Banelings. Wow. This is a very tough scenario, and Bly is really playing this out well. +2/+2 will finish for him shortly. He's got Adrenal Glands on the way, Ultra Cavern on the way down. His late game's coming up, and Happy does not have the economy to deal with a late game Zerg right now. He pushes down this side as, well, Ling's Bane's already starting to commit in. Widow Mines here not actually going down, 1 Bane shy of that. I'm going to see these investors, no problem growth. A few more Banes ready to go. Just going to stick to the group shot. Big Ling run by. This Ling run by getting a lot of SCV kills. That bunker probably going to go down as he surrounds it. No repairs coming down here. Bly is doing a lot of damage. At the same time, we see What even happened over here? All the English apparently just went in and Happy lost his army. And Bly is going to qualify for the WCS Spring Championship. He's going to take at least $1,500 there by finishing round of 32. And that is going to be it. GG.